One Up, One Down, your national sports show here on SGTV. I'm here with Ben Salton and Derek Phillips. My name's Courtney Sargent. Here are today's headlines. So Larry Johnson got released by the Chiefs this weekend.
Yes, he did. And he's looking for a job now. And you know something? I think he's going to find somewhere. He's still a young guy. He's 29. Wherever he goes, Kansas City's going to have to pay $2.1 million left on his contract. He's been suspended twice in the past year, and he also held out in preseason this year. But if he ends up somewhere, I think maybe Tampa Bay. I'm just throwing something out there, you know, because they really aren't sure who their starting running back is. Cadillac's played some. Derek Ward's played some. But as far as having an official starting running back, I'm not sure if Tampa Bay knows who they're going with. So if I had to say where Larry Johnson might end up, it would be Tampa Bay.
You don't think 29's old at all?
Well, it's middle of the road. I think he's got a couple years left. Maybe not.
Tampa's got plenty of running backs. Why would they sign Larry? They're struggling this year. Why would they sign a disgruntled running back?
Why not, though? I mean, he's proven that he's a good back. And if you look at it,
2006 he did.
Well, he was running behind a good offensive line then, too. And Tampa Bay's line's not that bad. They're not giving – he could be going to Green Bay, and then that would be terrible because they give up 6 sacks a game for Aaron Rodgers, and that's – I mean, but they have some steady running backs. Green Bay might be because Ryan Grant – you know, he's their only really, but they signed Damon Green too. So I don't know. It's a tough call. I don't know, but that's really the only shot I think Larry Johnson has of playing with anybody. I don't know of any other team that would need him.
Well, contrary to what you think, I believe Larry's not going to fit in anywhere. I don't think any teams are going to want him. This man is averaging 2.7 yards per carry this year, which is pitiful for the NFL. I think Courtney here could rush for more than that.
Probably not. She could probably carry some pom-poms.
Yeah, maybe.
No way.
In the 2007, 2008, and 2009 seasons combined, he hasn't rushed for 1,000 yards.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay, I'm switching the subject.
Okay.
Michael Vick, he is our new topic. Where do you see him after this season? Do you think he's going to stay with the Eagles, or do you think he's going to move on?
Mike Vick, I don't think he'll be with the Eagles. I think he'll be in the NFL, although maybe going to the UFL would be a smart decision for him at this point.
Are you kidding me? He's not going to the UFL.
I don't think he would go to the UFL at all.
First of all, the UFL is probably not even going to be around next year. Second of all, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Michael Vick has still got a lot of talent. He has no chance. The Eagles are not putting him on the field.
What are we in week 9? He has 6 passing yards, not even 30 rushing yards. What is he good for?
McNabb is the Eagles quarterback. They brought him in just to throw him in there a little bit, just to get his feet back under him. Next year, I see him going elsewhere. I see him going to a team that doesn't really have a starting quarterback like Buffalo, and could you imagine Michael Vick throwing to T.O.? And I'm not saying that Michael Vick's just a runner. No. Michael Vick can throw the ball. He can. He's a proven quarterback.
Michael Vick and T.O. on one team.
That would not be good.
It's like Portland Jailblazers 2.0.
Oh, really? Well, why don't
Buffalo, where there's nothing to do though, so maybe they'll get too bored then.
I think Vick will be a good fit. I think he's going to Buffalo. Tony Dungy believes he will. He thinks he'd be a good fit.
He can't
Tony
throw.
Dungy knows what he's talking
Vick
about.
cannot throw.
You have your opinion. That's why we do this show.
Yeah, that's the only reason why.
Nice plug there.
Okay, so the NBA, which offseason acquisition has the biggest impact?
Clearly, Rasheed Wallace has made the Celtics that much more better. They got a healthy team right now, and Rasheed's averaging 10.5 a game, and he's averaging 4.5 rebounds. And I see the Celtics not only winning the East, but winning it all. I think the Lakers. Yeah. I don't think the Lakers. You know, they got Ron Artest, but you know, I think that Rasheed's the better acquisition.
It's a respectable choice.
Oh, of course it is.
I think the Lakers are winning.
But
Well,
I think the best pickup for a team was Vince Carter. They couldn't afford to keep Turkoglu, so he bolted out to Toronto. They needed someone to take his place where there would be no drop-off so they still could compete for a championship. Signed Vince Carter. He's playing well. He's fitting in well in Orlando. They're looking to be just as dominant as they were last year.
you think Vince Carter's better than Hito Turkoglu?
I think he's a fine replacement.
He's
I don't think the Magic are any worse, especially now that they have Jameer Nelson back.
But do you think do you think Vince Carter's better than Hito?
Maybe in their offense, yeah. Turkoglu moves like molasses.
He
But
does.
He's a good player, but he is incredibly slow. Vince Carter picks up the pace on that team, and I think he's a good fit.
Yeah, he's a good fit, but I think Hito's better. I think that if it wasn't for Hito, the Magic wouldn't have been in the finals last year. And just don't say it was Dwight, because Hito played a big role in that too. And I think, first of all, Hito's younger than Vince too. So that's one thing I think. Don't get me wrong. Vince is good, but I don't think that he's better than Hito.
Yeah.
Look at the Raptors. Look how much they've already improved so far.
Yeah, the Raptors are a good team too. Let me say one thing though, in terms of off-season acquisitions, from an individual standpoint, I think Shaquille O'Neal has hurt his career the most out of anyone in the NBA. This man is now on his 5th team.
Yeah,
I don't see a reason for changing so much. Legends of the game.
Can you dig
It's
it?
unheard of to change teams so often.
Can you dig it?
You look at the best players from any sport. You look at Walter Payton, Cal Ripken, Joe Montana, Steve Young,
Can you dig
Jordan,
Okay.
Patrick Ewing, Chamberlain.
Can you dig it?
All right, enough.
I'm just saying.
But
Give it time.
Okay.
None of those guys changed teams as much as Shaq. 2 at the most, switching teams once.
You name football players.
I'm naming every sport. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, even now Kobe Bryant. These guys don't change teams. Shaq, if he
Love
wants to
Kobe.
go down, if he wants to be on their level, I think he's tainted it.
Well, I'd say give it time.
Staying on the subject of basketball, college basketball started this weekend. Who do you guys think is going to be the best player this year? It's going to win.
For me, I got to go with Kentucky outstanding freshman John Wall.
I really don't know what you see in this
I'm on
kid.
his bandwagon.
You
you
are.
watch his highlight tapes. You see how he plays. He's offense and defensively, his athleticism. He's going to be a more athletic Derrick Rose. Maybe not as strong as Derrick Rose, but he'll lead Kentucky and he'll be the best player in college basketball this year. And he'll go home with the Naismith and be the first pick in the draft.
Oh, you're just all on that diaper dandy. I'm going to go with Sharon Collins from Kansas. He's an All-American preseason so far with him and Cole Aldrich. Kansas is #1 so far in the nation for going in preseason. Last year he became a full-time starter, averaged 18.9 points a game, 5 assists a game. Clearly, I think he's better than John Wall. He's not as tall. He's stronger though, I believe. He's a little more bulk than John Wall is. We haven't seen John Wall play yet. He could go down with an injury first game, and Kentucky's.
So could Sharon Collins.
He could, but Sharon Collins has played in the college level before, so I believe that Sharon Collins is going to win the Naismith Award.
So 3 people have come out with books. Ocho Cinco, Tim Donaghy, and Andre Agassi. What book would you guys read? I mean, I wouldn't read Chad Ochocinco's at all because I do not like him, but I mean.
Child, please.
Child, please.
I love Ocho Cinco, and
no.
that would be the book I buy. Listen, Tim Donaghy, I really don't care. I don't like referees, period.
Ocho Cinco is the most self-centered person in
Ocho
the world.
Cinco is hilarious. When do you score a touchdown, or when do you have a bad call by the ref and then offer him $1? I don't. Did Tim Donaghy did do that, but he
Tim Donaghy
bet.
would probably accept that guy.
He would accept. He would probably ask for more. Andre Agassi, I like tennis, but after him admitting crystal meth, I'm not so sure that I would want to read the book.
I'm not really feeling his book at all. But Ocho Cinco is hilarious, and I love his antics. I love his predictions. I think that a book would be great to read by Ocho.
Okay, let me just say one thing. If you've ever read a book, you would know that Chad Ochocinco's book would not be entertaining to read at all.
Why? He's not going to write it himself. He's going to have somebody sitting down writing it for him. He's going to say words, and a translator is going to put it in a book.
Because he needs a translator, because this man does not even know how to speak English.
Child, please.
Exactly.
I believe
That's his vocabulary.
Those two words are in the dictionary.
You should know.
Separately.
They're English.
Andre Agassi's book is going to be one of the best autobiographies in the sports world ever. This man has revealed things that no athlete's ever revealed before. Crystal meth use in his prime, 1997. He wore a wig. I mean, that's unheard of.
He did it after he was finished playing.
The stylish wig.
No, while he was playing.
He admitted crystal meth use after.
Crystal meth
He admitted
use,
the wig, though.
But it's not for money. It's not because he wants to make money. This man, he's already loaded. He doesn't need money.
He just wants to tell his crystal meth story.
But my favorite thing
Ocho Cinco doesn't need money either.
My favorite thing is Andre Agassi in his book calling Pete Sampras a cheap tipper. But Agassi is a classy guy, unlike Ocho Cinco. And
he's classy.
Tim Donaghy's book, may not even get published, so we might not even have a chance to read it, but I think it would be an intriguing read to see what he has to say about his antics refereeing.
I would say that I wouldn't say that I wouldn't buy him, but if I had my first choice, I'm definitely going with Ocho Cinco.
Well, you need to get up to an adult level of reading first.
You know what? I still like my accelerated reading points, and I want to read Ocho's book.
And we'll be right back.
Welcome back to One Up, One Down. It's now time for
Over Under.
Let's get into it.
First topic. Larry Johnson, one more game played this season. Over Under.
I say over. And I think he will play 3 or 4 games.
For what team? The
Bucs. I don't know. Maybe Tampa Bay.
All right. Well, I'm going with under. He's not going to get picked up by a team. Probably not next year either. I think he's done in the NFL.
You're probably right.
Second topic. Colts Saints, only 2 undefeateds left. 3 losses this season. Over Under.
I'm going to go with push. And I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Who pushes?
The Saints and the Colts push. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen this year, the rest of the year. No need to even watch. The Saints are going to lose to the Patriots. That'll be the only game they lose this season. The Colts will lose to the Patriots as well, and the Ravens.
Salty, you might want to come into the frame a little bit. I am going to say they are going to lose more. They're going to lose to Carolina. Saints are. They're going to lose in Carolina. They should have lost in New Orleans to them. And the Colts, I think they're going to have a stumble over New England this weekend. That's going to be 2 losses right there. And I believe that the Saints will lose 1 more to Atlanta, and then a few more losses down the road for both teams. So I'm going to say over with confidence.
Third topic. Redskins, 8 games left. Do they get another win? Over Under.
I definitely say they will. I believe they're going to get more than 1 win, and they're going to be playing a little bingo after the game.
Well, I was a little confused at first because I didn't know exactly what team this was. Thought we were talking about the Deadskins.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
And
Fail.
again, I'm going to go with push.
Oh, what?
I think they get lucky, pull one out, lose the rest of the
I'm pretty sure we have 2 choices here. It's not called over, under, push.
This is my game, and I'll do what I want.
We'll see who wins.
Child, please.
All right, fourth topic. Celtics, improved over the offseason with Rasheed Wallace. Do they get 65 wins this year? Over, under, push.
I'll go first. I'm saying under. They have a solid team. I think they'll be right about the 65 win mark, maybe a little under, but East is tough this year. I think they're not going to get quite there.
Hold your tongue, sir. Over and 2 more over. They get 67 wins, and I'm going to tell you why. Rasheed Wallace is going to help this team win 2 more games than 65, and I'm taking 67 wins for the Celtics, and they win it all.
All right. Fourth topic, Tim Tebow coming into Columbia this Saturday night. Last time he was here, 7 touchdowns. This Saturday, 4 touchdowns. Over, under.
He's going to get less. I say he gets 3. I say he passes for 2 and rushes for 1, and it's a close game.
I'm going to say Tebow has a field day. Gamecock defense has been tough, only giving up a max of 2 touchdowns to quarterbacks, Jonathan Crompton and Joe Cox, but Tebow's not those guys. He's going to have a field day.
Last topic, Patriots Colts. You think they could score a combined 70 points this weekend? Over, under, or push?
I am going to go under, and I predict the score to be 35-32 in favor of the Patriots. And so it's going to be 67 points. 67, so under 70.
Not giving them a field goal?
Not giving them a field goal.
All right.
We're not going to overtime.
Okay. Let me give you some stats here. Patriots' last 3 games have scored 131 points. The Colts are averaging 27 points a game. Patriots 28. That's 55 right there. I'll give them 2 more touchdowns. Rivalry game. Over. Courtney, what do you think about this?
Okay, so I will tell you what I think. I don't think that Larry Johnson is going to come back, and I don't think that he's going to sign with another team. So Ben gets this one. Colts versus Saints. Saints have been pretty strong as well as the Colts. So I don't think that they are going to be above 3 losses. I definitely think that Ben wins with that one.
How about I push you that way?
Put it on the board.
The Redskins, as much as I don't like them,
Who?
or the Deadskins, I definitely think that they are going to at least win 1 game, as tough as it is to say. Definitely think that they can at least pull off 1 win. Celtics, 65 wins. I don't think that they can pull off 65. Definitely not. They're already 2 games, but 65 wins is just too much for that team. Tim Tebow, I think that he's going to... I think that he's going to score more than 4 touchdowns because last year it was 7. South Carolina has not been playing well, and I just think that Florida is going to take them by storm.
Florida's worse than they are last year.
I don't know.
I don't know what she's talking about.
And the Pats versus the Colts, I'm going to have to go with Derek. I just don't like the Pats.
She's giving them some
So Ben is the winner.
Thank you.
Of this game, and we will be right back.
Erroneous.
For picks of the week. This weekend, Cincinnati is at Pittsburgh. What do you guys think?
The Bengals D-line baffled Joe Flacco last week, killed the Ravens. They're well on their way to winning the AFC North, and I think this game will decide it. And I'm going to say the Bengals are going to take it.
Bengals have no chance at Heinz Field. They won because Charlie Polamalu wasn't there the first time, and now he's back, and Rashard Mendenhall's running so good right now, and Hines Ward is unstoppable. So I'm taking Pittsburgh at home.
What about Philadelphia at San Diego? San Diego won last weekend versus the Giants. Think they're going to win again?
I do not. I think Philly bounces back. They already lost 1 time on the West Coast this year, to the Raiders. Still not wondering how that happened. But I'm taking the Eagles.
Believe it or not, I'm going to agree with you. The Eagles got
Wow.
real firepower.
You should agree with me.
I don't
You
agree
seem
with
right.
either of you.
Well, you're a Giants fan and you're just mad.
Yeah.
So.
Don't bring your opinion into this. No. The Eagles have firepower. The receivers are too fast. And I think they're going to handle San Diego.
By the way, who do the Giants play this coming weekend? Do you know? Oh, it's the bye week.
So there's a loss.
We're just kidding, Courtney. Let's move on, though.
Next subject. Dallas is at Green Bay. I think Green Bay is going to pull off that one.
Because you're a Giants fan.
What do you think?
What do I think? I'm going to go with Dallas. Green Bay can't protect the quarterback enough. DeMarcus Ware's back to his old routine. Probably have 3 sacks this game. And shut the Green Bay offense down.
Yeah, Green Bay had no show of offense last week, really, in that effort losing to Tampa Bay. I don't know how that happened. But I'm taking the Packers at home. I think Rodgers bounces back. He will get sacked a couple of times by Ware. I can't agree with you right there. But Green Bay's got to bounce back if they have any hopes at a wild card because they're not catching Minnesota.
New England's at Indianapolis, and I'm making no comment on this one.
Okay, well, I'll make a comment for you, and I'll take the Colts at home. I don't think wait. I do not take the Colts, actually, because in my pick here a few minutes ago, I'm sorry, I screwed my notes up. I took New England 35-32, and I need to stick with that. So
Yeah, you
Because of the
do.
last game.
because of the
He doesn't
last
even
game.
know what he's talking about.
I apologize.
At least you realize it too. But,
Yeah, you know.
Well, I am going with the Patriots as well. And let me just say, this is my favorite game of the whole season. This is the biggest game, huge rivalry of the.
I do like this matchup a lot.
Yeah.
I wish it was on Monday
Yeah.
night, though. I don't really want to watch the Browns.
The 2 best quarterbacks in the league, and maybe even ever, facing off. Good TV, real good TV. But I think the Patriots are going to take it. They're playing well. Receivers are playing well. The running game's picked up with Maroney. And the Colts have been struggling the last few weeks, almost lost a couple games.
Okay, now back to college football. We are going to be talking about Ohio State and Iowa. Big game this weekend.
I'm going to take the Buckeyes. Not sure what I was doing with their quarterback situation right now, but it's in the horseshoe, and I think that as much as I don't want to say it, Ohio State's going to win the Big Ten again. They're always come around at the end. They're in contention. Terrell Pryor's playing really well right now, and I really don't want to see them in the Rose Bowl, but they're probably going to be back there.
And I'm going to
Awesome.
agree with you again. Iowa's quarterback situation, like you said, sketchy. And Ohio State is just going to beat them. Iowa's had too many close calls the last few weeks. And the Buckeyes, sadly, going to win the Big Ten again.
And Utah is also at TCU this weekend. So,
That's
What
a
about that
big
one?
game. That's another big game.
Yeah. I'm going with the Horned Frogs. They
yeah.
I disagree. I'm sorry. I disagree. But go
Well,
ahead.
I
Let me
mean,
hear.
they're
let me
playing
hear-
well
You guys always
offensively and defensively. They've won comfortably several times this season, and I think again they'll win by multiple touchdowns.
Okay, I disagree.
Why?
I think Utah's pulling the upset. TCU's a good football team. Utah's smelling blood in the water though, and I think they're going to beat TCU.
You think LaDainian Tomlinson will watch that game?
Yeah, and probably Alex Smith probably will be too, but
Yeah.
he needs to be watching film more than anything because the 49ers are struggling right now.
Okay, now we're switching the subject to basketball. Raptors at Suns. What do you guys think
What do you
about
think,
this
Ray?
weekend?
Well, I'm going to take the home team in this one. Phoenix is playing really well. If I had a surprise pick of the NBA right now, it would definitely be Phoenix. I wasn't expecting them to play with how well they're playing so far. They're getting back to their old ways, like running up and down the court, scoring quick. Of course, their defense is a little skeptical. Toronto's really been playing good so far with Hidu and Bosch, but I don't think they're going to beat Phoenix at home. Phoenix also beat Boston, which is my championship pick. I know it's early in the season, but I'm taking the Suns.
I'm going to go against you on that. I think Toronto is going to win it, and they're going to win it on defense. They'll contain the Suns' prolific offense. Murray will be shut down by Chris Bosh, and Toronto's going to win it.
One thing I'm curious about. Amari's really playing well, and he's got those glasses this year. And
at the end of last year too.
Well, yeah, but I don't think I could play with him with wearing glasses. I mean, Horace Grant
couldn't.
up in the building.
No way.
Sports goggles, maybe sports goggles.
I don't know how he does it though.
I definitely wouldn't be able to. All right. Well, thanks for watching. One Up, One Down. We'll see you next time. I'm here with Ben Salton and Derek Phillips. My name is Courtney Sargent. God damn it! we should just air that. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm really mad that this is. We're redoing this.
I think we're done. I think we're gonna laugh every single time.